Hello, in this tutorial we are going to demonstrate site context development in Revit alongside with material and how we gonna take this further into Lumion. So this is a part A video of 7 tutorial. To begin with, we need to open Revit and load one of our project. You can do it over here as well as I have this project already open once. So here we go. Now in this project we need to go to 3D, and if you see in 3D most of our site has been developed. So right now at the moment, further if I want to develop few things, for example I need to add a footpath over here. So how would I do that? So you need to, I'll be showing all those aspects of site development in Revit. So I'll be hiding this as of now. Hide element. To begin with, we will firstly set our plane to ground level. Okay, and later on in components we would be going to model in place. There is something called generic mass, extrusion, and you can simply make a plane of somewhat like this. You can have this slightly far away from this tentatively. Okay, so now once we press OK, so it will have some depth, so we will give it a minus 0.10 depth, and as you can see this sits below the ground floor. Okay, so now further we'll be assigning this as a material. We'll be assigning a material to this plane. So for that you need to go to material over here, and you can assign one your own material. So you need to create one. So I have duplicated my material. I'll be renaming it, for example my name's initial, and say about road site 1. So okay, so it's already there. Site 01. So I'll be going and assigning few material. Site work. So I can assign any of this material simply by clicking on this icon and apply OK. So as you can see the material has been applied. So similarly, to create a boundary wall, you can simply, there are various tools how we use tools in SketchUp. So there are pretty much tools available. For example, in sweep you can simply click on the edges of this portion, this, and can align this edges over here tentatively and select OK. And by doing this you get a profile to draw at this plane. So once you draw your profile on this plane, which can be like this, like a boundary wall, which would have a height of say roughly 1.80 meter, and thickness of this could be 0.23, I'll consider. Okay, and okay, so as you can see my a compound wall has been done. Similarly, we can also create a we can further detail out this compound wall by adding post. So in the form of extrusion, we can add some post, like say about 0.6 meter by 0.60 meter, and we can place it roughly on this edges. Okay, so once your posts are ready, so you just need to extrude this, or you can just give some particular height by going on extrusion end, and you can simply give it a height of say 2.10 meter. So this could be slightly taller. So now I'll be further detailing out this post over here. To do so, I would create another extrusion, um, set surface, pick a plane, and I'll be selecting this face, the topmost face, and now I can draw few offset. We can have an offset of 0 point, say about 1, no, not 1, 0.05, and simply a layer of it tentatively, so we can have some sort of a design to that post. You need to uncheck this disassociate, and can place it one over here with the slide groove. Delete this was, and copy. So tentatively I've created one post, and I'll be changing the material of the same. I'll be taking this a bit up. So now putting some dark color, for example km. Okay, I'll again go to this, create new material, rename compound wall 01. So in this I'll just give the cladding some marble. You can pick any of the material, cause in Lumion it's gonna change any which ways. So this looks something like that, and the inner material would be, I can just simply click on this duplicate material, and I can give it a number 2, and I can say that this would be in appearance. You can go over here and click on some paint. So wall paint can be beige. Okay, so as you can see the material has been applied. Now similarly for this compound wall, we can assign one color, a separate color. So again you need to go over here, duplicate, and we can rename this as 3, and further you can just simply assign one random color to it. So wall paint, and you can go for say about like a brick masonry, brick. Okay, so here is one of the um, material that I can assign. Okay, so as you can see, the material has been applied over here. So now we gonna put this post at several intervals. So for that we just need to go in this command box array and select last item, and you need to set it to the desired place position over here. And now you can change the counts of this thing, so it will be placed equidistance. So I'm placing 5 posts over here. Again, similarly, I can simply take this post and I can mirror through this option. There's an option called mirror, and I'll make a copy of it and I'll simply put it over here. So now similarly, once again I'll delete this one item and I'll just make another array of this item, and I'll select last and I'll give it a reference to this point, and it will ask me for the number. So I can say I'll be putting 10 posts, so this seems fairly equidistant. So likewise, my compound wall is ready. Now further we need to develop a road. So for road, again we need to go to extrusion, and in extrusion we need to draw a rectangle face. Okay, so as you can see, my work plane was set to this point, so I need to get it on the ground. So to do that, I need to set the plane before drawing any item. So set plane, pick plane, I'll select ground. Okay, and again I'll redraw this. I'll just align this gap. Alright, so as you can see, I have simply made the road a random road, say about 12 meter, and now I'll select OK. So in this thing I'll just give a width, depth to my road, so it will be in minus 0.10 for example, and I want it to be below this, so I'll disassociate and I'll just simply move the plane below. Now I need to give some one side. I want a garden area on this portion, periphery of my building. I want a green buffer zone on the periphery of the building, as this would have a back entrance. So I'll be keeping this area as completely green. This, so for to do that, I need to simply once again create, and I'll just skip this video further, and I'll show you the develop the complete form which is ready to export. So as you can see, I've just I've been making a grass, trying to make a grass area over here through the generic tools. So here I'll just give it a small depth. Okay, interface properties bar. Okay, in the properties bar we can further just give it a small thickness to it, so say about 0.05, and as you can see there is some sort of thickness to it, and we can just align this over here and aligning it with over here, and we can assign this material as grass. So I already have one material ready with me. Okay, so as you can see the material has been assigned. Now I'll just make few driveway over here. So to create a driveway, again I'll be selecting this, set mask, and I'll make one. So I'll just copy this to the remaining, and select OK. Once I select OK, I'll just give it a small depth thickness just to assign the material, which could be 0.01, so that it differentiates my path. And I can go to ground level, so I can just simply align this point till my staircase roughly. Okay, and we can again assign a material from material, and we can select site for something. Okay, so this can be one of the material, although this appears as a pavement. And yep, so now I believe I have tried to cover up most of the things. I can add a footpath over here also, so I'll add and skip the video further. So as you can see, I have already added a footpath to my existing path road, and which merged with this driveway. It's sort of a break through extrusion only, and further we will be just assigning one material for the road, which can be asphalt, um, asphalt bitumen. Okay, so this makes our road. So that's a basic like site development in the Revit. So in now further we need to take this entire model into Lumion with all the assigned materials. To do that, we need to have one bridge connector. I'll just delete my previous thing. Yep. So to convert a Revit file into Lumion, we need there is a need of a bridge connector. So in the Google, we can search for Revit to Lumion bridge connector, bridge free download. It's available on the official website. So you just simply need to download this plugin in Revit. So over here you can simply download this plugin for Revit, any of the latest version, and so I already have it in my PC. So in software, So the setup would look, this is the file. You just need to install this file, and simply reopen your Revit once again. So you would see a Lumion tab over here, a Lumion tab which appears, and in this Lumion tab you just simply need to export, and your file needs to be exported as Collada file. So here I'm trying to export it on my, I'll just place this file on my desktop. So it says row house, save. So now you need to open your Lumion. So I'll just disable this thing and I'll be opening my Lumion. So once your Lumion is open, you need to create a new project and choose any of the environment. So for example, I would choose this environment, suburban environment, which suits this pretty much. So my Lumion is open right now at the moment, and I can place my file over here, somewhere over here. So for doing that, I need to go into content library, imported models, and place object, and I'll create a new import file which I have saved on my desktop. So to do that, I'll select this file which was there, and it will load into my Lumion. Okay, so this is going haywire. I simply need to place it somewhere, and I'll create a escape. So that's how you bring your file. So as you can see, my file has come, but I need to change the context. But this file comes with whatever material that I have assigned. It comes with all the material, and later I can just select this material, and I'll be discussing this in the further tutorial, how to change and apply material.